Melissa Fisher is a senior strategic healthcare communications professional who became involved in long-term care advocacy after her father's diagnosis with frontal temporal degeneration and subsequent placement in a facility during the pandemic. She is now working on reform through legislative channels in Oregon, particularly focusing on giving voice to residents and their representatives. Melissa, many people feel powerless to change this broken system, right? What specific actionable steps can individuals take today, whether they're currently dealing with long-term care issues or not?
Thank you for having me today. And also, I just wanted to share that my thoughts and opinions are my own, and I'm representing myself here today. Michelle said a lot of what I also agree is we have to get engaged and be passionate activists. And so it's important to remember, though, that any and all advocacy is valuable. We all play a vital role in the care and well-being of residents in long-term care, and influencing change and support takes many forms. Regardless of your relationship to long-term care reform, we're all aging. And whether your advocacy is on behalf of a loved one or for our greater community, or even thinking about your own future needs and wants, there are tangible actions that you can take with whatever time you have to commit to it. The first step in advocacy is caring. And I see here, just even based on this chat, that everyone that's joined this event today has an interest in some capacity to improving the rights of individuals in long-term care. So that's where we start. From there, I think of involvement being 4 levels of participation. Level 1 is begin by paying attention and join or follow organizations that align with issues that matter to you. Not everything starts with a direct experience, albeit mine did. I will, of course, begin by plugging that if you sign up for ROAR and our grassroots advocacy, that is a critical first step, because it's not funded, nor will it ever take funds or from special interest groups or LTCs, because these dollars come with asserting influence. Something I've learned a lot about in the last few weeks about how many dollars go between LTCs to buy the votes and the support of those who are here to protect us. And again, they have an agenda, and they put their business needs first, which equates to control. So ROAR is for the people and always will remain by the people. Support organizations that have a focus on the rights and dignity of those in long-term care. There are many nonprofit organizations that support long-term care initiatives, but be warned, many, if not all the big ones, accept very big contributions from LTCs. I joined a public grassroots group called Caregivers for Compromise 4 years ago to help drive a long-term residents' rights federal bill forward, and I continue to participate. They are not funded by LTC dollars, but they are putting pressure on lawmakers, and we absolutely need your help. I also track the advocacy work of the Consumer Voice, the Alzheimer's Association, AARP, and my own dementia nonprofit, the Association for Frontal Temporal Degeneration. They all have an advocacy section on their websites where you can sign up. Being an e-advocate takes 5 minutes tops. They send you links to pre-written letters that you can automatically send to your state or federal legislator. Many have a place for you to personalize it too. And I just learned a little while back about Moving Forward Coalition, which features topics related to long-term care. And they just had a February webinar called Getting Involved in the Age-Friendly Movement. Level 2, track legislation and get to know your legislators. This is something that I have been very slow to participate in, but now I am aggressively involved. So every legislative session, there are a list of bills for your state, and at a federal level, bills are being brought before Congress. And you can track them and see who sponsors them. Start by finding your representatives and senators online and sign up to receive their email communications. You can even take it the next step by reaching out to them and letting them know you are a constituent in their district. I find that the emails are very one-sided, but they're also a great way to get better understanding of their position and priorities. And I routinely reach back out and let them know what matters to me and share my personal stories to help drive home why long-term care reform is important. Don't have a story of your own? That's okay too. We should all be looking out for our most vulnerable populations, and that is reason enough. Level 3, participate in state advocacy days every year. And if a bill is coming up that has significant impact on the needs and rights of people in long-term care, see if there's any planned gatherings or marches. Typically, they're held in the first month or 2 of the legislative session. Advocacy days are events where people gather to meet with lawmakers and discuss important issues. They're also known as lobby days. Typically, there are in person as well as virtual options to meet with your legislators. Many organizations offer training on the issues and talking points for these meetings with lawmakers. As Susie will share with you and has shared, and everyone here shared, stories are powerful, and long-term care neglect and abuse ones are excruciatingly sad. Our elected officials need to hear them and be moved to act. Turning my pain into purpose is singularly the most powerful thing I have ever taken on. Level 4, serve on a committee, advisory council, or task force. and don't wait for an invite. State, Senate Healthcare, and Human Services committees have regularly scheduled meetings that are posted publicly and sometimes opportunities where you can sign up to speak on an issue. Related, network. Connect with like-minded advocates across the country and learn and exchange ideas on long-term care issues. That is what I'm working on now. I started to find my people, and we are gathering and strategizing on how we can make our voices stronger together. So basically, for me, it's was a start of something really sad. And right now, I'm in this phase of feeling empowered. I also am a little bit fearful because I know that backlash as well as retaliation can happen. And I'm moving cautiously forward because after you've reached that last level that I shared, you are in dark waters. And typically, again, there are people out there who are actually actively looking to suppress our voices. Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa. There's a lot of good things that we can take action in that ways. Thanks.